Vinoji, why goddess? Why Devi? Why Navaratri?
Why goddess? Well, it's a very complex and sophisticated question. So, about divinity, it's not my expertise. Well, anyway, let me attempt to give you a perspective from the side of the mind, a perspective from the mind. Well, anyway, it's Mindcraft number 28. So, for Mindcraft number 28, about divinity, well, there are 5 parts. Part number 1, part number 2, part number 3, part number 4, and part number 5 in Mindcraft number 28. About divinity, well, primarily the human beings, the people, they are so much inside their personal and private living. They give too much value to personal and private living. So in this case, they fortify too much. They put a lot of borders and boundaries, and they fortify under how to behave. Their personalities are fortified. They want immense security and safety in the way that they live. So they have put too many boundaries, borders, walls, fences around them. This is part 1. Part 2 is at the same time, simultaneously, as much as they fortify their living, their private and their personal living, they also want to get liberated at the same time. At the same time, they want to fortify, and at the same time, they want liberation to open up to people purpose, to public purposes, to be playful. They want to, that's part 2. Part 1, they want to fortify about their safety and security. Part 2 is that people want to be liberated. They want to experience freedom. They want out. They want to open up to playfulness. And the third part, they will violate, they will breach. There's no human being who will never ever violate and who will never ever breach. And the fourth one is that they experience immense number of emotions when they violate and when they breach. So number 1, they want to fortify their surroundings. They want to put immense number of boundaries and barriers and safety and security for themselves, for their private and personal living. Part number 2, at the same time as they do their personal living, they want to open up to public purposes, people purposes, and they want freedom from where they are. They want liberation, because where they are inside that severe fortification for the purpose of safety and security, there's immense suffocation, there's immense stifling, and they want out, they want to open up. That's part 2. When they open up, they want to delete the border and boundaries. They want a borderless transaction. They want a borderless collaboration. Number 3, to this effect, they will start violating the code of conduct, and they will breach here or there or somewhere. There's no human being, there's no person who has not breached something. Some regulation they will have had to breach. And now the fourth part is they go through immense turmoil, tumultuous or turbulence in the way that they have breached under the emotional trauma. And now they have to get relief. That's part 5. They need to get relief, they need to get rescued. They want solace for their mind, and therefore Devi, therefore divinity. The part 5. Some source to invite, to invoke in the search for liberation, in the search for painless living, in the search for blessing, in the search for getting gifts, and therefore divinity. So now they have found a method to invite the divinity. Now the divinity cannot be just called on when and wherever you like. You need to invest, you need to show interest, you need to initiate, you need to show eagerness to the possibility that the divinity is invoked. Therefore you got to know how to welcome the divinity. And therefore Navaratri. Navaratri is a time, a period in the year where the stars and the astrology, the sun and the moon and the earth, all these participants, they align themselves for the purpose of invoking divinity, invoking Devi. And when the Devi is arrived, then there is a solace, a rescue, a possibility of relief from the pains for the people. So these are the 5 parts in Mind Craft number 28. So enjoy the celebrative 9 nights of devoted, dedicated to Devi. It is auspicious time, it is sacred time. Invest into serenity, tranquility and harmony, and celebrate the sacredness. It's very auspicious time, the Navratri. My best wishes, my greetings to one and all. And in the prayerfulness of yours, you can also wish to manifest some of that what you require, need, is necessary for you. And also, if it is given to me, I would pray for relief, solace, rescue towards liberation, freedom from the borders and boundaries of the mind. So have a nice Navaratri 2021.